Hey there, so if you've been looking for a beautiful new construction home in the Carolinas, guess what? I've got the houses for you. I am currently standing in the David Weekley community, a 55 and older community encore at Streamside, and today we're going to go ahead and view two homes in the classic collection. Now there are two collections, both the traditional and the classic. The classic is going to be ranging from the 400s to the 600s, depending upon upgrades, where the traditional is going to be the 700s to 900s. Now, if you want to see the traditional homes, as I'm sure you will because they're gorgeous, be sure to go ahead and check the description below because I've got a link to part 1 of this series of David Weekley homes. But today we're going to take a look at the classic collection and see what it has to offer, price ranges, and what David Weekley is all about. They're one of my favorite builders, and we're in Waxhaw today to make sure you get to see them as well. Stay tuned to the very end because the last home that we're gonna see is probably one of my favorites in the collection. Now, if you're interested in everything Charlotte, North Carolina, the ins, the outs, the good, the bad, everything in between, including South Carolina, you've come to the right channel. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything you didn't know you needed to know. In addition, if you want to stay up to date on my upcoming videos, hit that notification button and I'll be sure to let you know when the next one drops. Now, in addition to that, I really do get calls, texts, emails, Zoom invites every single day from people just like you looking to move to the Charlotte, North Carolina and South Carolina areas. So if that's you, whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now, whether you're moving across the country, across the world, or just across town, all of my contact information is in the description below. Scroll down and be sure to reach out. We're here to make your move exactly what you want it to be. So I'm gonna get out of this Carolina sun right now and hop into this first house and show you everything you want to see. Let's go take a look. Now, the first home on our tour is the Vibrant. Now, while you might be excited or lack of excitement for this front patio, don't worry, this is not how the actual home is going to look. This was actually set up as one of the first model homes in the community before the amenity center was installed. Because of that, it's still here and will remain here until this home is sold and the community is sold out. But if you are interested in this model, those quadruple doors there are actually going to be a garage, and that would be your driveway. So let's go ahead and pop up inside and take a look. Now, one thing I will note, the models that are here do offer 0 entry on all of their models. It's about a $1,300 upgrade. But make sure there's no step down into the garage and no step up from the front of the house. All the doorways, however, are going to be 0 entry standard. Now, David Weekley is an excellent builder. They just tend to do things a little bit differently, and I appreciate that about them. One of that is giving different options. So we have the traditional collection, which has most of the upgrade standards, such as gourmet kitchen, etc. But they also offer the classic collection, which gives a more affordable price point for those who are looking for not a huge house and something within a budget. Again, this particular collection is between the 4s and the 6s, while the traditional is between the 7s and 9s. Let's take a look at what this model, the Vibrant, has to offer. Now, as we come in from the main entry and you pop off to the left, you're gonna have a full bathroom right here, and you're gonna have plenty of options for design as well, but they wanted to make sure they designed this as close to what you would possibly choose. As we come off to the left, you're gonna have your first bedroom. Very well done. Now, this particular model, the Vibrant, varies between 1,800 to 2,300 square feet, depending upon whether you put that second floor on or not. And for all of the homes, both in my part 1 and part 2 videos here today, you do have the option to not add a second floor. That's just an option, and it will change the square footage. Now, this particular home can offer anywhere from a 2 to 4 bedroom and from a 2 to 3 bathroom. No option for the half bath in this model because most of them are going to be just a ranch style. So we're going to go ahead and pop into the second bedroom here, but I will say they do all have 2-car garages. So coming out from this home, we're going to head across the hall to the second bedroom. Very cute setup here. The grandkids, I love it. Now, some use this as a bedroom, some use it as an office. And as we come out of there, we're gonna head over this way. Now we're gonna go upstairs in just a minute because that's where the extra space is, but let's go ahead and pop out this garage. Now, as I mentioned, this was where they were doing a little bit of amenities and gathering places before, of course, they had the amenity center. So it's still set up as such, as a gathering place for those in the community. It will, when this model is sold, finally will be turned into a 2-car garage. Right now, it's a little amenity center. So we're gonna come back out of here and head into the main living space. And over here, we've got our kitchen and dining. Now, I love what they've done with the way this is laid out. They've got the kitchen, right? Very usable. Now, this is what a standard kitchen would look like. I appreciate that they did this so we know what the gourmet looks like. Now we know what a standard kitchen looks like. That's gonna have your standard range oven, so a stove altogether with the microwave above. Now the gourmet style would be a hood vent or a vent above the top, as well as a range that's just on the counter, and a double oven or single oven, but it's gonna be in the wall, as well as the microwave will be somewhere in a wall. So this gives you kind of a view of the two options. Now the upgrade for a gourmet kitchen, I believe, is about $53,000. So this would be more along the standard. Now with that, you still have options for upgrading your cabinetry and your sinks and things of that nature. It's just more so the equipment and the layout of it. So here would be your standard. Still beautiful backsplashes. You've got your standard sink. You could always upgrade that to a farmhouse sink or farm style. Coming down here, you do have a really nice pantry still though, with all built-in solid shelving. Side note, anybody out there an organizer? Can someone come do this to my house, please? So coming back around here again, the refrigerator. So let me point this out. The refrigerator does not come with the home. Okay, why does the refrigerator not come with the home? No, it's not because they're cheap. This is what's going on. Most builders do not include the refrigerator or washer dryer because they're seen in North and South Carolina as personal property. It would be like them selling the house with a sofa in the house. That's just not what they do. Now you do have the option to purchase the refrigerator and washer dryer from the builder as well, and they'll be here upon move-in, but it doesn't come standard. You can also buy it on your own. Now, along with that, they went ahead and did a beautiful upgrade here, and I love this option. Instead of sticking furniture here or something of that nature, they went ahead and did a built-in with 2 mini fridges with glass enclosure and these beautiful cabinets, which just is so thoughtful. As we come through here, we've got the option. The fireplace is always an option, by the way. We've got the optional fireplace in here. And again, these big double door sliders, which I love. It brings in so much light, and they've made a little sitting area back here. Now, once again, I love the master bedroom, but we're gonna go outside first because I wanna show you what this back patio area looks like. Now, with this back patio area, all of the homes in this community come with what they call this little sunshade right here. This is a privacy shade. What this is going to allow you to do is very similar to what they did there, but it gives you privacy from the next house over, so you actually have a nice airy area back here without anybody looking at you. Now there is the option to cover this. Most people do, and I highly recommend it because the Carolina sun gets a little warm, but it gives you a nice spot. Even when those beautiful thunderstorms roll through, you can sit outside. Now the property lines are a little bit smaller than the traditional homes, which is the other collection. You can see we've got a stake right out there and another stake out that way to give you an idea of what this looks like. Very pretty. You also have pre-wire for fans in all of these areas, including the back deck. So coming back inside, we're gonna come down this hallway. Now we're gonna head into the left. This is the primary bedroom right here. And here's the cool thing, and I don't know if I pointed this out, so let's come back out here. Standard in all of these homes are 10-foot ceilings, and it makes a huge difference. An 1,800 square foot home with 10-foot ceilings, it feels way different than those with 9 or 8. And yes, the 90s had all 8-foot ceilings. Can you believe it? Now, the tray ceiling in here bumps it up to 11 feet. Again, design center items here, but millwork and things of that nature, I usually recommend do that after the fact. And they also have all of the molding and crown painted. They would be white standard. So we come in through here. We've got our bathroom, dual vanity here, and this beautiful zero entry shower. Now they call this a super shower. Let me open this door real quick. They call this a super shower. And I'm going to tell you why you want to do this. First off, you get a bench. Second off, it's fully tiled, which is beautiful with this beautiful glass enclosure. I'm going to show you another style of this in the next home. And you have zero entry. So a lot of my clients say, okay, but this is almost a $3,000 add to this house. Why would I want this? Well, there's a few reasons. One, resale. Yeah, you're not buying a house with the intent to resell it, but eventually you will. With that being said, and especially being it's in a 55 and older community, the zero entry into here is going to make it possible for those that maybe are incapable of walking in. If they have, I know I've had my fair share of sprained ankles and torn ligaments and not been able to get up the stairs even, having that zero entry is really helpful. Second off, you get it fully tiled. It's absolutely beautiful. And that bench, ladies, you know you have to shave at some point. That's going to be very helpful. Just being real. Now, the other additional piece to this is what you get if you don't upgrade. What you get if you don't upgrade, you do get the tiled walls, but the base and the size is going to be a standard shower size, which I believe is about a 4 by 2.5, maybe 3. Now, with that being said, it's going to be a plastic bottom. Let's look at the difference there. Plastic bottom or tile? I'm gonna tell you right now, tile is way better. The last thing you're gonna want is to come into your brand new home and come into your shower and go, I wish I did the tile floor. This is gonna make sure that you do get that. So do the upgrade. The super shower is worth it. Now, if we turn the corner here, we've got our water closet right here. And coming over this way, go ahead and open this door, we've got a beautiful linen closet. Now, one thing I love about David Weekley, they like functionality. So the functionality here is your bathroom connects into the laundry room, which also has its own door back out. How cool is that? So we didn't see the closet. Let's go pop back in. I'm going to show you that closet, which was on the opposite side. I'm going to come back in. Yes, you get a second linen closet. And here is your walk-in closet. My goodness, I'm all for it. So this model was called the Vibrant. Now I'm going to go into some specifics in the next model, and this is going to talk about the construction of David Weekley homes and why it's important to choose the right builder. So let's go ahead and pop into that house right now. I think you're gonna love it. That was the Vibrant, and now we're gonna head over to the Heirloom. Now, the Heirloom is the smallest in the collection. It's sitting right here on this beautiful corner lot. But some of these structural and design upgrades you can do will make it absolutely gorgeous. Let's go take a look inside. Now, as you come in that front door, you're gonna notice it is super open. I'm gonna give you a full 360 of this. You've got your study right over here, living room, and optional second floor. We're gonna go look at all the details. Now, this Heirloom model is 1,800 to 2,400 square feet, depending upon whether or not you add that optional second floor. Now, in addition to that, you can get this in 2-bedroom or 4-bedroom, and you're going to get that 2-car garage standard. Now, when it comes to the full bathrooms, you can get 2 to 3 full bathrooms. Usually it's going to be 2 on the main floor, and if you go with the optional 3rd floor, you'll get a 3rd bathroom upstairs. So let's go do a quick walk. Coming in from that front door, we're gonna swing around here to this 1st bedroom on the main floor. Again, 10-foot ceiling standard. This is a beautiful room in here. This is a full-sized bed, just to give you a little bit of spacing here. And of course, a double door closet. Now, as we exit this room, you're going to have a bath on the hallway right off of this bedroom. Now, they did the full tile, including the floor. The pan is also tiled. And you're gonna have options for tile colors and light fixtures and things of that nature. Now, with this particular collection, which is the classic collection, most people are going to spend about $60,000 in design center and structural upgrades. Now, if you do decide on the gourmet kitchen, you could potentially use up that entirety just in the gourmet kitchen because it's about $53,000. But any other design choices that you might make, most people do end up spending about $60,000. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the base price on their website. Now, coming out from that bathroom, we've got the study. Now, this study is open. Got a nice open study in here, and I do appreciate that they've left most of the upgrades into more of a standard style. You're also going to get crown molding standard in this front hallway and 3/4 inch baseboards. Now in here, they've got this little nook. I would probably put a bunch of cabinetry, but one of the options is to put a drop zone. Now a drop zone would consist of a bench there with, you put little baskets, hooks here, and a shelf, and it's just a place to put things when you come in off of the garage. Now this is the garage in through here, which is going to be turned into, as we have seen before, into a 2-car garage eventually. And then we have what I would call the primo laundry room. Now the interesting thing about this is the classic collection, which is the lesser price point than the traditional collection, which runs between the $700,000 and $900,000 range. But this laundry room looks like a laundry room you'd find in the traditional collection. I think it's a huge win. And thank you so much for the Heirloom model for this, because it is gorgeous. So you've got an option, you've got your washer dryer here. Now, yes, you could do it so that you've got front loaders, and you could put another counter on top of that eventually if you wanted to, but this is what comes with it. The sink is not standard. It's a $1,200, I believe, either 12 or 13 upgrade, but I think it's worth it. And then you have some more cabinetry right here with an above. Now through this door right here, I'll point this out as well, is additional storage. So this is your coat closet. So when you come in off the garage, you actually do have a place to put your coats. Coming on out of here, we're gonna head into the living room. So as I turn this corner, up and to the left is if you chose to add on that second floor. We'll look at that in a moment. Now again, coming in here, you've got these 10-foot ceilings that makes it feel so open. So we're gonna do a nice walk through here. Look at those windows. The windows are huge, you guys. Like they stand, that's 9 feet or 8 feet right there. That's 8 foot, 8-foot windows. There's so much light that comes through here. And this is gonna be, again, your standard kitchen. All right, now you can upgrade this to a gourmet. What would happen is you'd have the double oven here or oven microwave. You can upgrade to a double oven, would be here with cabinets above. You'd have your gas range with a hood vent right there. And you can upgrade and have that farm sink. Very pretty. Everything's just done a little bit different. You've got your dishwasher there. Refrigerator, as we mentioned, is not included, but the area is there. And check out this pantry. So nice. And yes, the pantry goes all the way up. You could just keep stacking stuff if you want to. Got your little coffee nook right here. And then we come in through into this living space. Now again, fireplaces are optional, but you can add one. It would go right where that TV was. And let's go take a peek at the backyard. Yes, I love, again, that they've given so many options for backyards and shown what their trades can do, because there are so many add-ons that you can do. Now, once again, you're gonna have this privacy screen, as they all do. And the biggest difference with this particular home is it's got a narrower back porch. Not a bad thing, but again, you've got the option for the ad for the cover. And I love that they come pre-wired for ceiling fans. You can, of course, bump out a little bit and do an additional patio, depending upon the size of your lot. How pretty is that? Now, you're going to notice all the homes are going to line up appropriately, so you're not going to have anybody's home further back than yours. You'll see this. This is just a shed for the gentlemen on the job site and gals on the job site to store some equipment. such a nice private patio. Now, some of my clients do enjoy having the western exposure in the front of the house, so they get a cooler evening in the backyard. But if you love a good sunset, you're going to want it the opposite. So coming back in here, we're going to see we've got the kitchen, and we're going to take a left and go into the primary bedroom. Now, I do love that you don't walk right into the primary, you kind of have to scooch around a corner. It makes it a little bit more private and secluded. As we come through here, I love the light fixtures that they've chosen through all of their models. Once again, 10-foot ceilings with a bump to 11 foot for a tray. How pretty is that? You've got these huge windows that sit at 8 feet at the top. Now these functions, I'll try that again. These windows do function, so they do open. They open bottom to top, not top to bottom. Some do, some don't in different models, but they do not have that in this one. So pretty. Now you can, of course, choose to not have carpet, but that would be an upgrade. Now, one other thing I'm going to point out here, in the traditional collection, you're going to have the 6-panel doors. And if I step back here, most of those are actually going to sit at 9 feet, not 8. These are the 8-foot doors, and they're 2-panel. If you wanted to go to the 6-panel, they are a little bit more of an upgrade, but it depends upon your preference. You've got the dual vanity here. And once again, your super shower. Again, I feel like this is probably one of the best adds you could possibly do to your home. You've got the bench, you've got the zero entry. This gives you another look to it. Now, this particular one doesn't have a door like the other one did, but I still think it is well worth it. It depends upon whether you like a door or not, but they have designed it that it will not let the water out. Do not worry. And we've got our water closet in here. And one thing I'm going to point out about the bathroom closet, you guys may or may not have noticed this in either my part 1 or part 2, but David Weekley doesn't put doors on the closets. I know that sounds crazy. They can. You can ask to have doors put on and they will put a door in. But the way that the design flows is for functionality. And in functionality, if you have a door, you're taking away from space where you could otherwise be storing things and have a nicer flow. So they do like to leave them open. However, I know a lot of my clients, including my mom, do prefer to have a door on their closet, especially when it's connected in the bathroom for steam and moisture. So you can have one added, but in the models as well as in their final product, they don't have doors on the closets, but you can always ask. By the way, when you ask, it means they will actually do it, not just that you could ask. So we're gonna come into this closet here. You're gonna see how big this closet is. Now, this model, if you're noticing, is one of the few that doesn't connect the closet or the bathroom into the laundry room. However, it also ensures you have that huge laundry room, and honestly, I'd rather the big laundry room than needing it connected into my bedroom. Not a big deal for me. So let's go check out the second floor. By the way, this is what the home would look like if you go with the base. There would be an 1,800 square foot home, 2 bedrooms. So let's pop upstairs and take a look at what the upstairs has in store. So we have just hit the upstairs here. We've got this beautiful loft, so you can see that's downstairs there. Nice open loft space. And as I pan around, you're gonna notice this door with glass. Don't worry, it'll be a real door, but that's just showing that there's a lot of storage. In addition to there's even more storage in here. We'll go ahead and take a peek into this one. So plenty of storage for Christmas decorations or whatever you choose. I appreciate that they built that in. And coming this way, we have a full bathroom. So this is where that 3rd bath comes from. And we have a nice big closet up here for linens. And then we go into the 3rd bedroom. Now that is a very large bed frame. That's a king size or queen size bed, but it's ultra fluffy. Very nice. And then as you exit, you're going to see this loft area again. A nice view out those windows. We'll head on downstairs. So this was the Heirloom model, and previous to this, it was the Vibrant model in the Classic collection. Now, if you want to see the properties that are larger than these and are actually have a lot of things like the gourmet kitchen included, go check out my part 1 of this series, which is also going to be in the description below, and you're going to take a look at those 2 homes. They are also larger and are on larger lots in the David Weekley community. Now, if you got value from this video, or if you have questions or comments, drop them in the comments below. I want to hear from you. What do you have to say about this? Do you love David Weekley? Are you interested? I want to hear it. And in addition to that, of course, if you guys love this channel, which I hope you do, go ahead and like and subscribe and stay up to date on all of my upcoming videos having to do with Charlotte, North Carolina and South Carolina. Now, if you are thinking of moving, we want to help you. We want to help you make the move. I really get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you. So all of my information is in the description below. Give me a call, a text, an email, set up a Zoom invite, and whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now, whether you are moving across the world, across the country, or just across town, we want to help you make your move exactly what you want it to be. Until next time, I'll see you around town. Making the move, there's a lot of videos that you can be watching, like this one right here, or maybe even this one. Really either one of these, but honestly, watch both of them because they're going to help you make the move. Go ahead, pick one. They're both really good.